Hello, everybody. It's Angela McGowan, your facilitator for the 40-Day Soul Fast. And as I promised, I'm going to be doing some short videos of the first 5 chapters, which bring us forward to section 2, the beginning of the 40-Day Soul Fast. So I want to read something out of chapter 1, a series of unfortunate events. I want to begin the first paragraph. Have you ever had a feeling that something is holding you back? Have you ever wanted to do something different, be someone greater, or go somewhere you've never been, but you don't because of one reason or another? So there's a question that I ask before every class, and no matter what class I'm teaching, and when people come to me and talk to me about all the things that have happened and who did it and why it went that way, I ask them this as well. And I always ask myself this. Could things be the way they are because you are the way you are? And there's only one answer. Absolutely. Everything that has gone on in our lives, we have everything to do with. Where we are, what we face, what we allow are based on the decisions that we have made in our lifetime. Even when we've decided we're not going to make a decision. It's not our fault. It's not our problem. We're going to stay out of it. Let the chips fall where they may. It'll happen. It won't happen. And then when it does or doesn't happen, it affects our very lives. But there's no blame because we decided to even not take a part of it. So this moves us from looking at unfortunate events to look more closely at a series of unfortunate decisions and their consequences. So in dealing with the first chapter, the number one question, have you ever had a feeling that something is holding you back and you could or would be greater? What is it that has hindered you? It's soul wounds, toxic thoughts, toxic words, limiting beliefs, misplaced desires, emotional attachments, and my favorite and usually the most profound, memories of painful experiences that we relive over and over again. Oh yeah, we bring them up. We remind people. We don't let them forget, and we don't let ourselves forget. We go over it in detail, over and over and over again. We don't talk that much about things that were good, the things that we like, the things that brought us joy. But you can believe that on a continuous basis, we're going to talk about the negative people, the negative thought process, our negative words, all of the things that we say we don't want. We have it happen and we talk about it with great detail and reference for it almost. Now, all of these things that I talked about, the limiting beliefs and emotional stress and things like that, I want to read the scripture, I'll paraphrase it, that comes from Hebrews 12:1. Lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, traps us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. The New King James Version. Now, every weight, every problem, every situation, that's not sin. No. But for sure, every sin is a weight. Did you get that? Every weight, every problem, everything that we face, it's not a sin. But any and all and every sin, it is a weight that does pull on us and bring us down. Because of these weights, sin or not sin, life's weights causes us to be vulnerable, to be weak, to be soft. And I don't mean that, and I do not mean that in a bad way, but I'm saying that factually. It can cause us to be fearful and fretful and not take a stand. And though that vulnerability will lead to sin, because we have now given sin an opening, an opportunity, a place where we can be the victim. So based on our unfortunate decisions, we need to look closely at the mold or the pattern that has developed that dictates how we walk out our life, how we live every day, physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially, institutionally. Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I keep doing those things? Why do I keep attracting the same person, the same situation? It always happens to me. Why do I keep allowing them to speak to me like that, to treat me like that? Why do I treat myself like that? Why do I just keep letting this go on? How can we break these negative cycles? Drowning in loneliness, hurt, fear, emotionally bankrupt, overwhelmed with depression. How can we remove that from us? First of all, we need to admit it and move forward. A lot of times we'll admit something. We'll say, well, yeah, I am like that. Yes, it is like that. Yes, they do treat me like that. Yes, I did allow that. And then we go, but, and then we continue to bring ourselves back to the same point. So we need to admit it. We need to move forward from it, continue the soul fast, and complete it. Because the soul fast is not about what you're eating. It's about what's eating you. And that's what we want to do. We don't want to let these same things eat away at us, eat away at our confidence, our commitment, challenge us and berate us and bring us down. Because the life that each of us are living right now has joy and pain, peace and sorrow, the state of our relationships and how we look at ourselves, that man in the mirror, it's a direct result of all of our other decisions that we've made. And now, through the soul fast, we have an opportunity to learn, to change, to do, to act differently, to put things in place, or to remove things that we've done and taken for granted all the time. Like, it's just that way. That's just how I am. That's just the way they are. Things can change. Things can be different. And the soul fast is the tool that we all have the opportunity to use to change. What's the one thing you can change that can change everything? You can change your mind. One different decision can change the course, the path, the range, the orbit, the trajectory of your life. So that's chapter 1, an invitation to change. Admit it, move forward, continue the soul fast, and complete the soul fast. Because as I said, could things be the way they are because you are the way you are? There's only one answer. Absolutely. And we're going to learn more about who we are, what we have, and what we can do with the soul fast. I'll see you in a few minutes with chapter 2.